Teachers, if you're listening to this today, I remember when I was in school and I was one of the struggling ones. Not only did I struggle, in fact, I was probably, if there was an award for the most struggling pupil, that would have gone to me every year from primary school through to secondary school. Not only was I struggling in my subjects, but I was also struggling within myself from mental health problems, sheer anxiety, a fear of failure that almost paralyzed me from even wanting to try, let alone the plethora of emotional challenges that I felt, purely because I just didn't get the content that was in front of me. So I couldn't get the value that the teachers were trying to portray and bestow upon me when I was in school. Now, I was the very definition of a disruptive underperformer. Could you think of maybe 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, if not more, disruptive underperformers that you're probably teaching now, but have taught throughout the duration of your current teaching career? I bet the answer to that is yes, and that's why I'm here today to talk to you. And if you're watching this clip, it's because you've probably received an email from us. I have an offer for you, and this offer is completely for free. I want to come for 1 hour to talk to your students, whether they're in year 6, and I have a preference if it's year 6, year 10, or year 11, because they're the core year groups now. They're the ones who are really feeling the stress. And I bet you've got some of them who you know in your gut are stressed out, suffering from anxiety, emotional, and are just not getting it. And no matter how much you push, you've got so many other kids you've got to get through the line. You can't just simply focus on that 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, if not 10 or 20 pupils that are not getting it. That was me when I was in school. I had an epiphany. That epiphany occurred when I played professional tennis. So when I left school very early, let me rephrase, when I got invited to leave school very early, I then started to pursue a career as a professional athlete. Very early on, I learned the importance of discipline, of structure, of resilience, of mental toughness. Yet, see, for me, it wasn't the fact, and for these kids who are disruptive, disadvantaged, or have these so-called barriers to learning, it's not that they don't have the potential. You and I agree on that. It's because of this and because of this. Their mind and their heart. And they were the two things that I had to get right as a professional athlete when I was competing. Because if I didn't, I'd have simply gotten killed on that tennis court. So very quickly I had to learn to not only grow up, but to implement a routine, to have structure, to have a mindset that was fueled with a positive attitude, an attitude that fueled what then came to manifest. And that was this word that we all want our students to develop, potential. So if anything I've said is of interest to you in the last 30 to 45 seconds, here's my offer to you. I want to come in and talk to your students for 1 hour. It is completely for free. There is no obligation after to commit or to do anything. This is my way of giving back. Fortunately, over the last 7 years, I have founded a business which has been obsessed in finding out the difference, in finding out the answer to one question which plagued me, tormented me, literally, when I was in school. And that is, what is the difference between higher performers and lower performers? In other words, how come some of the kids in my class got it and I didn't? Why me? Why not me? Why not them? Why not the ones who are currently not getting it? And what I want to show you, more importantly, what I want to show them in this 1 hour is two things. How to not make the mistakes I made when I was in school, and number 2, how to capitalize everything I've learned over the last 7 years, covering how to develop mental toughness, how to implement a structure, a routine, and a discipline, how to persevere when you're feeling like everyone else is in class is getting it, but not. How to shape their minds. If you're a student, how to shape your mind in a way that can receive and retain and recall information so that when you're sitting in class, be it math, be it English, be it science, be it geography, be it history, you get it. So that you feel school's right for you as teachers, so that your students who are currently struggling feel like their classroom is their place of learning, their place of growth, their place of excitement. I truly believe today in this revolution, this evolution that we're going through, that today is one of the most exciting times to be in school. We're going through a major digital revolution. It is the era of information. Anything we want, we can get like that. It is genuinely one of the most exciting times to sit in class today. So why do we have mental health problems in schools? Why do we have anxiety in schools? Why do we have fear amongst our students? Why do we have underperformance? That's what I want to come and talk to your students about. As I said, I have a preference if they're in year 6, year 10, or year 11, given how much pressure is on them this year. It's a free 1 hour. I hope to hear from you. If you're interested, there's an email about to pop up in the screen in front of you. Send us an email, get in touch, and I hope to see you soon.